Hello there. Good evening, forex traders around the world. This is Mohammed Kande coming at you with some technical analysis on Great British Pound, New Zealand Dollar, GBPNZD. Really excited about what this week has to offer for us. I think that this is going to be this week right here is going to be a very strong defining moment in this market right here, and I'm really excited to dissect it with you as we go through. So let's just do long-term analysis so that we can kind of have an idea of how I break it down, so that way you guys will see these lines of support and resistance right here are marked off on the weekly. I find strong areas of sensitivity on a weekly market, and that's where I usually focus my eyes on. If you guys take a look right here, Brexit happened, market plummeted, we're already in a downtrend. Market pulled back to the 78.6, then market came and tapped the 61.8 right here perfectly. We may possibly get a push down to this trend channel right here to the downside, or we may get a push up to the high of this trend channel. We don't know, but let's break the market down and see where we're gonna do what. So as far as the monthly goes, I always like to tell my students to always identify the trend on a monthly, weekly, daily. It really helps out. And the only indicators that I use on my charts are EMAs, and EMAs are still not as good as the naked eye of a human being, because you can spot the reversal of a trend a lot quicker than the EMAs will. By the time that the EMAs cross over to let you know that the trend is changing, sometimes price is already well on its way. So if you want to catch those retarded entries, then you're going to want to get really good at being able to spot these reversals before the EMAs change. But if you guys take a look, we had this strong push down right here to the downside, and then the market kind of crossed over the EMAs right here, let you know that we were on the upside. Market pushed up, and then market, actually let me change the colors over here. Market pushed up, then price came down, and then we had kind of a little bit of sideways movement right here, which price broke out of. And oftentimes it's not as clear on a monthly, so what you want to do is you want to go down to the day, to the weekly chart. Always going down one time frame usually helps out. But if you take a look, we've had some sideways movement over here. And the market was indicative of that until the market broke out of that sideways movement. And once we go down to the weekly, you'll be able to see it. But one thing that I have noticed is these channels right here. They have been respected. Price came down. And this is what I love about channels, right? This is a range market, right? Market is ranging between these 2 points right here, right? And possibly get, so we could possibly get this price to kind of push up. Or price may do exactly what it did here. You see price went up, retested it again, and then shot down. So we may very well get that on the other side. We may get price to do this. We may get price to do that. Come up, tap the trend line, and then take off. So let's kind of break it down and see where we are. So let's go down to the weekly market. Let's take a look here. Boom. So when you go on a weekly, so the trend is very synonymous with that of the monthly. You know, price had that nice bearish run, and then we had a bit of an uptrend right here, right? And then that kind of ceased down here, and then the market had some sideways movement. And if you take a look right here, the market had been consolidating in this area for quite some time, right? These are all just clues. These are your blues clues. So the market was consolidating within this area right here for quite some time. And then what did price do? Price broke out of it, and it was absolutely violent. And it literally went the length of the consolidation. So if you go from wick to wick right here, and then you measure that from that wick at the bottom to the top, it's literally like, it's just about perfect almost. You know what I mean? Give or take like 50 pips, right? Not even 50 pips. We're at 99.11 and 99.46. So give or take 30 pips. So it's an absolute perfect violent move. Of course, we have what's called a mean reversion. When the market gets too far away from the EMAs, it's like a rubber band, kind of snaps back to it. And the market did just that right here. So now, this is where things get fun and interesting. So let me get rid of my EMAs. So I have this strong weekly trend line that I have marked over here. So once the market broke out of this consolidating area right here, price actually never came back to retest this area. So this is what I think is happening early on this week. I'm thinking that price is going to come, retest, tap this box, and we're going to continue our uptrend to the top of the channel, right? However, if price were to break this very strong trend line right here, which has been here since December of 2018, then we're going to be looking for price to shoot back down to tap the low of this trend channel right here. So let's take a look at what that looks like over here. So let's do this. Let's go down to the daily. Boom. And as we get to the daily, things get a little clearer, right? So this is the box that I actually had drawn up on the weekly. So on the weekly, there were no breaks until the major break. But on the daily here, there was one minor fake breakout right here. Price pushed back down, and then price shot up. So you did have that, right? And if you guys take a look right here, it looks like price is already tapping that box now, but I'm looking for price to come down to 94.60. Once price shoots down to 94.60, I'll be looking to take price up to the upside. So as soon as price taps this trend line right here, I'll be looking to shoot it up to the upside. So really exciting. So this is the scenario that I have right here. Very simple, as you guys can see. So if price comes down right here, this is what I think is going to happen. The price is actually going to shoot down, pass below this trend line to get the two excited traders, right, to go in for the short, and then we're going to get a pin bar. And then once we get that bullish pin bar, I think that price is going to go on to create a higher high. However, if the daily closes bearish, so price closes below this trend line, we'll be looking for a pullback to the trend line. You better believe we're going to ride this bad boy all the way down here. Okay, so we're talking, you know, 94.77, right here. We'll be getting a pullback right here. So I'm sorry, 95.00. So we'll be getting a pullback at 95.00 to 86.61. That's almost 1,000 pips, ladies and gentlemen. Simple trade. Simple trade. If price respects the trend line, right? If price respects the trend line, we get that pin bar, then we'll be riding this thing from this area right here, 95.00 again, all the way up to 2.0789. Before we get there, we'll have a nice, strong resistance here at 2.04, right? That's 1,000 pips right there. Going from the 95 area to 97.57, that's 250 pips right there. So, I mean, this is a phenomenal trade, and just riding and working off of the range of the market, right? I'm just looking at the ranging market, and I'm excited, and I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I'm going to take advantage of this range. We're going to take advantage of this range market right here. I'm really excited. This was a quick analysis. Just wanted to give you guys a quick sight, something that I see that I think that is going to be extremely beneficial to each and every one of you all who are subscribed to this channel and pay attention to this channel. This is a very simple trade. As you guys can see, I don't have a million indicators. This is literally price action. I'm not worried about, you know, the news or any of that, right? No fun. This is 100% technical analysis. You know, 100% technical analysis, 100% mental analysis, right? So, you know, I work on my psyche. I'm very patient. I take my time. I wait for price to unfold. Once price shows me what it needs to show me, then I make my move, and that's the kill. So price is literally in that zone right now. This is the kill zone, the zone, you know, I mean, this is, you know what I mean? This is the area where, you know, if price does what it needs to do in this area right here, it's going to be a beautiful trade. But, you know, as traders, whichever way price goes, we'll be there patiently waiting to catch it. You know, our job is not to predict what's going to happen. Our job is to let price tell us what it wants to do, and we capitalize off of it. And this is going to be an absolute beautiful trade if we get that. So if price does come and hit this, and we're on a 4 hour now, just really quick. If price comes down and hit this area right here and bounces off of it, we're still good. Because as you guys can see, this is the initial impulse leg right here. And then this is the deep pullback, right? And then market can keep going up. So market is not breaking structure. Breaking structure would be this area right here. This is a strong area of structure right here. So for me to say, okay, you know what? This is no longer a party for the bulls. This area right here will have to be breached, right? And of course, my trend line is breached. More than likely, that's also a sign. So you have the aggressive traders. If my trend line is breached, I'll wait, and what's 9 times out of 10, price is going to come into structure, support, right? Structure is going to be at support, and what is price going to do? Price is going to tap it and then come back and retest it. So me personally, I'll be taking a trade here. New traders, you know, who want to be on the ultra safe side, you wait till price breaks structure. Look to the left, structure leaves clues. Breaks, let price break structure, get a retest of that structure, and you bring it down. Either ways, it's a beautiful trade. Whether you take it from, whether you take price from here, right? Whether you take price from here, all the way down, right? Look at the risk to reward, ladies and gentlemen, 15.52 to 1. These are the type of trades that make up for everything. Or if you take it from here. If you take it from here, you're going to be risking a little bit more. I think you'll be risking right above structure. You'll be risking about 80 pips. You'll be risking about 80 pips. And remember, this is our first take profit. You know, that's still a 7.58 to 1. Our long-term take profit is the bottom of the channel. So that's still an absolutely phenomenal trade. You know what I mean? This is the trade that you're gonna swing. If you're a swing trader like me, this is a trade that you're gonna be in for 3-4 weeks, and it's gonna pay you a fantastic dividend. I mean, you're gonna be absolutely ecstatic about this setup right here. You just set it, forget it, and just watch it grow. So that's all I have, ladies and gentlemen. This was an analysis on Great British Pound NZD. I hope that it was of value to you guys. Any questions at all, any comments, don't hesitate to drop them in there. I do respond, and I hope that everybody has a fantastic week. Let's get some massive pips. Thank you.